Quick picks, Tuesday, March 26th. Got our tennis guy Liam in here today. Megan McMoney, family emergency. She is at home. Brandon Walker, sick as a dog. If you were watching the Yak, you know that. He went home yesterday very early. He's probably going to be out tomorrow as well. But we do have a pick from Megan. Liam is back with a pick that is hopefully not based on people's parents' income.
Both the ladies were billionaire kids yesterday. It wasn't a rich pick. It was just a good value on a good player who had 9 breakpoint opportunities and couldn't get it done on the pressure points for us.
Lost in straight sets.
That's
7-1 in the tiebreak in the first set.
Like that's a casual way of looking at it. It was a close competitive match that, yes, was a straight sets loser, but both sets were very competitive.
Didn't she lose like 6-3 in the second set?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's one break.
This is the Los Angeles Lakers' very competitive sweep against the Denver Nuggets last year.
She had 9 breakpoint opportunities, 7 in the second set, and didn't get it done. Like, I'm sorry that I wasn't there to support her and get this done.
So parlay does not get off the ground yesterday. Or Megan's pick actually won first, right?
Yep.
Time-wise, won.
Yeah. They were down at half, smoked them in the second.
Shout out to Megan making money. My play was horrific. 2 alt lines, none of them hit. Just a pathetic play. Siakam sat the final couple minutes of the fourth. The game got out of hand. It was like a 20-point game. 9 minutes with 9 minutes left. All right, let's talk today. It's a new day. Blutman filling in. Thank you for filling in. What do you got? We got hockey, tennis, hoops.
That was sick.
That
Back
was
to
a good
tennis.
Okay.
I tried to find something in hockey. I couldn't find anything I was particularly loving. So I went back to tennis. Most of the men's matches are happening too early today, so I went back to women's and WTA Miami. There are 4 clear, prominent players in the women's game. Coco Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, who lost yesterday, and Alina Rybakina. We're taking Rybakina minus 4.5 games against Maria Sakkari. That's plus 120. Basically, what we're looking for is 6-4, 6-3 gets it done. That'll be 2 + 3 = 5 if we want to Mr. Ice it a little. That's what we're looking for, a little math there. And hopefully she wins the coin toss, serves first. That gets you the extra game up. So if you get the break, you're and hold every other game, it's going to be 6-3. Looking for that. That's why yesterday in Navarro, 6-3 loser in the second set. It's close. It's still just 1 break. But yeah, go Rybakina. She's very good at tennis.
So she has to win this in straight sets for this to win. For the most part. I mean, this could be a 3-set match, but then
you could win in 3 sets. If she, let's say, 6-0, we're pretty much in the clear of that because she's not going to get 6-0. So she could go 6-0, lose the second set 6-7, and then have like a 6-4 or something in the third set, whatever. That first set 6-0 bagel is going to carry a lot of weight.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be in straight sets. I would prefer it is, though, yes.
So Alana Rybakina, minus 4.5 games.
Yes.
And what tournament is this? Because there are a couple.
WTA Miami.
WTA Miami.
It's a Masters event in Miami. They actually have the main court is inside Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What do we got for Megan's pick, Jake?
Yep. Megan today is going with Indiana State, I believe, in the NIT, right? They're not in the other one. They're in the NIT. Indiana State minus 3.5 is Megan's play today. So she gave some reasoning. I'll read it out.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yep. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Tough matchup. And since he did look good in the second half over Bradley, but I think this Indiana State team is going to have the extra motivation being at home where they put up a ton of points. They are 11-4 against the spread, and they also rank top 5 in not just field goal percentage, but also free throw percentage. Cincy will try their best to slow this team down with their stingy defense, but the Sycamores' offense, in my opinion, will inevitably be too much for the Bearcats to overcome. Indiana State minus the 3.5 is Megan's pick.
Okay. I have been having a real rough month. NBA props. NCAA props are good. A couple team totals in, Stevie spreads. Those worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna shy away from props today. I want to take a break, take a smoke outside the casino, walk around the tables, take a piss. I'm aware enough to realize I'm not having a good month. But there was a play like I almost went with. I'll give it out here. This is not going to be the play for the parlay. I almost went very counter. I almost went Jalen Williams under 1.5 3-pointers. That's like the least fun play possible. He's shooting at like 44% this year. So we're not going to do that. We're going with Mavericks, Kings under 233.5. So these teams are right up against it for the number 6 spot. They have the same record. I believe it's 42-29. They are very close together, obviously. They've played twice already in Dallas. They are playing tonight, and then they're playing Friday. So these two teams are going to get to know each other really well. But why I like this matchup and the under in this is because of a guy named Keon Ellis. And I don't know if everybody knows who Keon Ellis is. He's been starting, I think he started 6 of the last 7 games for the Kings. Kevin Huerter has a shoulder injury. Keon Ellis kind of overtook him right before that in the starting lineup. He is much more of a defensive presence. He's not a big point scorer. He has, I think he had like a 19-point game one of the games, but he is like a 5 to 7 point a game guy. I think his over-under is like 6.5. He is a guy who plays much better defense, and the Kings in those 6 games that he's started recently are giving up under 100 points per game. They're also scoring it less. They're scoring it at just under like 109, I believe, or 108. So overall, we're looking at about 208 total with Keon Ellis. The line is 233. The Mavs have also been down a little bit recently. Their last 4 games, they're averaging about 112 points per game. They just put up 113 2 straight games against Utah. So they're not exactly clicking on. This is a huge game though. So I expect, while this is not a playoff game, like the way the NBA playoffs works, the 7 and 8 seed are the play-in teams. You need to get in the top 6 to assure yourself of playing in the full first round series. So tonight's game, Friday's game are going to be big. I'm expecting amped up intensity and this game to go under this mark. So Mavs Kings under 233.5. It was 233 like an hour ago. I'm happy it moved to 233.5. Let's get 233 or under for this game, Mavs Kings.
Shout out Keon Ellis.
Keon Ellis.
Went to JUCO, if I'm not mistaken, before going to Alabama. I liked them more than Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell, who he's playing in front of right now. All right, Malasek.
Yes.
How did the chat do last night? Did that guy score a goal?
He did not.
No.
Blues scored 1 goal and they lost in overtime.
2-1 winner for the Golden Knights. Jake Neighbors, I don't think ever had an opportunity.
The chat has an absolute banger tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Banger tonight. I think this would catapult them, if I'm not mistaken,
Uh-oh.
right up into first place.
Right up into first place.
Right up into
Sounds
first
like
place.
a first goal or first basket.
And this would be an all-time chat moment if this play were to hit.
What are we talking about here?
So first of all, the quick picks parlay tonight is plus 688.
Okay.
To get that in, that's the Reba Kina minus 4.5, Indiana State minus 3.5, and the under 233 in the Kings Mavericks game.
233.5.
Yes, 233.5. So plus 688 quick picks parlay tonight. The chat, after last night's goal scorer idea, we were floating around Alex Ovechkin anytime goal because he's been on a heater. So that was plus 125. And then someone in there today said, screw it. We're already down last place in the rankings. So they're going to go with Alex Ovechkin first goal tonight, plus 750. So that would bring them right up under Brandon Walker. So they would catapult themselves into second place immediately. So that's what we're going with. Alex Ovechkin, first goal scorer, plus 750 tonight.
I don't hate this move, but this is it's
a desperate move.
This is a strategy that,
I knew
it's only going to get more and
Correct.
more long shots.
Absolutely.
We're going first goal.
But I love the idea.
I can't wait till they're taking first homers. Only a few days.
No, this is the chat. I love it.
I respect that play. Ovi has been red hot. They're gonna want the early Capitals power play and get them lined up in Ovechkin's office. But they better hope the Red Wings don't strike early. The other pick I was considering was Red Wings over 2.5 goals.
Sprinkle.
All right. So that's the parlay. What's the odds on chat picks? Plus 750?
Plus 750.
Plus 750. Wow. That is, of course, in the DraftKings Sportsbook, the best sports book in the world, the official sports book of Barstool Sports. Shout out to DraftKings. Tomorrow, I'm going to have an NBA parlay, so we're going to get back into the props game. Research on that has already begun. It's a massive slate. Stay tuned for that. But that's a show. Shout out to Liam for filling in.
Yep.
Hope everything's okay with Megan. And then Brandon, hopefully you are feeling better. I feel pretty good about this one. Let's hit this one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I feel great. Frosted Flakes.